From courtroom controversy to stage-shining rebirth, is Johnny Depp back, or is Hollywood finally turning the page? After years of high-profile legal drama and tabloid storms, Johnny Depp seems to be staging a comeback. His recent appearances aren't just sightings, they're statements. Each event, each step across the stage, marks his slow reclaiming of identity in the public eye. But is this return welcome, or are we witnessing the last act of a fallen icon fighting for redemption? Wherever he goes, audiences hold their breath, waiting to see if the legend can truly rise again. There's a certain tension in the air whenever his name trends. Will it bring celebration or division? One thing's clear: Johnny Depp is no longer just a performer, he's a symbol of controversy and resilience. A standing ovation in London. Was his appearance at the West End premiere a triumphant return or a fragile debut? At the West End premiere of his indie film, Depp stepped onto the red carpet to thunderous applause. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, and for a moment, his past seemed washed away. Everyone saw the man he once was: confident, enigmatic, iconic. Yet, some critics whispered that his smile seemed tense, rehearsed. Was that wave of applause a genuine embrace, or the final hand clap for a fading star? Even the brightest lights reveal shadows. The crowd's enthusiasm painted a picture of forgiveness, but behind the scenes, industry watchers remained cautious. Could this be a one-night-only standing ovation, or the first of many to come? Casual sighting in Paris's hidden cafe. When Depp grabs coffee in plain sight, is it authenticity or strategy? A candid photo of Depp sipping an espresso in Paris went viral, forbidden fruit to those craving glimpses of his real life. No entourage, no red carpet, just a man, a cafe, and a fleeting moment captured. But skeptics wondered, is this street-style cameo spontaneous or carefully orchestrated? Either way, public fascination exploded. They want to know, is this the unfiltered Johnny or the new, carefully curated version? In a world where image is everything, even the quietest moments can be part of the performance. And with Depp, every candid is a canvas for speculation. Fan ecstasy at Coachella. What happened when Depp showed up at the festival, and what did it reveal about him and them? Depp made a surprise appearance at a Coachella set, standing out in cowboy hat and sunglasses. The crowd erupted. He danced, sang along, and tweeted a message of gratitude afterward. It was cinematic. Yet the frenzy wasn't only about him. It was about what he now represents. A comeback, a rebellion, a cautionary tale. In that crowd, fans found more than a performer. They found shared empathy for his ongoing journey. Some saw it as a symbolic rebirth music healing where media had wounded. Others watched curiously, wondering if this was genuine joy or calculated placement. Red carpets or thin ice? Does Depp's glamorous return mean he's forgiven or still in the hot seat? Recently, Depp's walk down the Cannes carpet was met with both cheers and murmurs. Photographers greeted him warmly, yet gossip columnists asked if the industry was truly ready to embrace him again. Some fans cheered, "Welcome back," while others muttered about controversies unsolved. Despite the glamour, tension lingered, as if his past were a ghost, walking beside him on the red carpet. He smiled for the cameras, but some questioned what that smile was hiding. Is the industry reopening its arms, or merely tolerating his presence for now? Social media fervor, love, memes, and memories. Is the internet a sanctuary or a minefield for Johnny's revival? Hashtags like #DeppEyes back-trended globally after each public sighting, fueling both fan elation and revivalist meme culture. New edits, fan art, and celebratory videos flooded platforms within minutes. But every new Depp post pulled its share of critics questioning the morality of fandom. Is this digital excitement heartwarming, or blind adoration that ignores hard truths? The comment sections beneath every Depp-related post became battlefields of praise and protest. His image, once adored, now exists in a constant tug-of-war between admiration and accountability. Audio interviews, candid confessions, or careful control. When Depp speaks, is he vulnerable or just spinning a well-oiled comeback narrative? Recent radio and podcast interviews have shown Depp reflective, candid, sometimes emotional. He's spoken of music, painting, his children, and life post-trial. It felt intimate, like speaking to an old friend. But are these confessions authentic or part of a calculated PR plan? His pauses and sighs struck chords with fans, but critics see rehearsed emotion, customized for maximum public impact. The difference between sincerity and strategy is razor-thin in Hollywood, and Depp walks it with practiced ease. Every word could heal or reignite old fires. Charity gala gestures, compassion, or calculated kindness. Is giving back part of redemption or a pawn in his public rebrand? At a charity gala in New York, Depp donated art, his personal paintings, raising significant money for veterans. The gesture was praised as heartfelt and genuine. The crowd stood in admiration and surprise. Yet some commentators suggested this was no coincidence, that charitable displays are essential for public healing these days. Still, for those who attended, his appearance felt sincere. He looked at ease, himself, unfiltered. A single kind act doesn't erase the past, but it can be a brick in a new foundation. The world watched not just what he gave, but how he gave it. The fans on the front row, tattoos, tears, and testimonies. What do the people in the audience really feel about Depp's return? Images of fans with Depp's portraits painted on their cheeks or tattoos across their backs tell an emotional story. Many hold signs that read, "Welcome home, Johnny," or "We're here now." Some hold up quotes from his movies or old interviews. When he spotted an old fan crying at a show, Depp paused, embraced them, and the stadium erupted. That unplanned moment transformed a fan interaction into defining proof he still connects, and deeply so. Their loyalty speaks volumes not just about him, but about how people relate to pain, growth, and recovery. For many, loving Depp means loving imperfection. Critics and lovers, unconditional support or silent judgment. Is the crowd truly behind him or just nostalgic for a lost icon? Supporters rave that Depp is reclaiming his artistry, gritty roles, live music, art. They see redemption as more than a comeback, it's a transformation. But skeptics warn, he still hasn't publicly addressed certain allegations in depth, leaving room for doubt. To some, this comeback feels daring. To others, it's incomplete, perhaps even disingenuous. Either way, it's messy, real, and unfiltered. The silence between questions is louder than the cheers. And in that silence, some find hope, others hesitation. What comes next for Depp? Legacy or backlash? Will his resurgence stick, or will the past keep pulling him backward? With new film roles under negotiation, a music tour rumored, and art shows in development, Depp is diversifying his return. He clearly has momentum and a devoted audience rooting for his narrative redemption. But there's risk. One misstep, an insensitive remark, A controversial association, and the momentum could reverse. The industry's court of public opinion is fickle, forgiving only when they feel healed too. Will Depp's next chapter define him or haunt him? His future hinges on more than talent. It hinges on trust. And that, once broken, is the hardest thing to reclaim. Legend rewritten. Under the spotlight, Johnny Depp's re-emergence is more than a celebrity comeback. It's a cultural test. Can we separate art from controversy? Can a person rediscover themselves under global scrutiny? We've watched his appearances turn into headlines, his fans rally into forces, and his persona transform in real time. Whether this journey ends with a standing ovation or another fall from grace, it's a reminder, in our world of second chances, the final act is never guaranteed. He isn't just performing roles anymore, he's performing redemption. And the audience? We're still deciding whether to applaud or walk out. Thanks for watching. If Johnny Depp's evolving public journey fascinates you as much as it does us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Stay tuned. There's always more to uncover.